On this episode of GS Prospecting, we're going to go back to basics, and I know you guys are watching. Some of you guys are curious on GS, how we go out there and pan for some gold and try to find some gold and prospect for gold. Not a problem. I'll come along, I'll take you on in a mission and show you exactly how to get it done. First thing we need to do is learn how to pan. Now, when it comes down to panning, there's a bunch of options you can use. There's that old school right there from 1880 whatever. We have finishing pans, a different type of finishing pan with the riffles on it. A regular pan, one of them super sluice gold pans, which are very handy. Smaller gold pans. That's a turbo pan. Got us another small pan. Then we have this pan as well, which is called snakeskin pan. And then we also have this funny looking pan. This pan is called a gold claw. There's the name of that one right there. Some of the pans have the names on the back of them. See, like this one says turbo pan. And the newest pan I got. Oh yeah, the ASDR gold pan. This thing is cool too. Now that I showed you the pans, you're going to need to learn how to use these things. You can always start off at the house, you guys. Get you one of these small little 8 to 10 inch pans. They're usually about $10. You can see all the smaller pans are pretty much almost the same size. Just different color, different texture. These pans, you want to make sure that they're roughed up pretty good. So we usually take some rocks and just scuff them around a little bit. That's why they're all pretty much scratched up. Except for this one. I haven't used this one yet. My friend over there, Noob, which is sponsoring today's episode. Yes, indeed, Noob. He gave us the pan with the bag of Paydirt. For you guys don't know what a bag of Paydirt is, this is a bag of Paydirt. You can find a bag of Paydirt here and there. Look around, do your shopping before you spend your money. But there's companies out there that will leave the gold that they find in the field in the dirt concentrated down for you and gladly sell you a little bit of gold. Today's gold was sponsored. Yes, indeed, Noob. Thank you, my friend, for sponsoring this episode of GS Prospecting. That's Noob. Go over there and hit that like, share, and subscribe. He's over there on YouTube. So, yep. So, all these pans work pretty different. Eventually, I'll get around to showing you how all these work. This one works like this. You do a little swirl in the action, back and forth, tip it, and go. This one here is designed so you swirl it all the way around in a circle, and your gold collects right here in the middle. This one here is no swirling at all. You keep this all the way underwater. You just shake it back and forth, and your gold supposed to collect right up in here in these riffles. See, there's riffles on all the sides. And then this newest pan that I got. Oh yeah, this thing is excellent. You guys can see the detail that I have in this one. It's a lot different than all the other pans that I have. Why? This one was specially made 3D printed for me, you guys. Bam. Oh yeah, got my name right there, GSP. That's me, baby. GS Prospecting. I'm Jason. Hit that like, share, and subscribe if it's your first time tuning in. Oh yeah. So we're gonna play with this pan today. This is my go-to pan for doing pay dirts. I know most of the time we be out in the field finding our own gold, and that's going to be on a different class and a different lesson. Oh yeah, we're going to take a field trip, guys. So we get these pans out the way. Oh yeah, if you're lucky, you might be able to find one of these here. So now we got all the pans out the way, and I showed you some of the pans that's out there. There's one pan that I don't have here. I did have it. It was called the banjo pan. It was shaped just like that banjo guitar. So yep, I'm gonna get you guys settled in. I know we've been here for about 6 minutes. This is gonna be a quick little video. Now that I showed you guys the pans, I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod and bring you guys back in and show you guys how to use an actual gold pan. I know the majority of you guys are gonna probably start off with something like this, and that's cool too. As you evolve in your gold prospecting adventures, your equipment, as you see, will evolve as well with you. And over the years, you'll have some great friends that will be able to say, hey, don't dig over there. Take 2 feet back. Dig right there, buddy. Give that a try. I'm one of them guys that are not going to let you just dig just to dig. All right, I'll bring you guys back when we get the water and stuff set up. Bring you guys back in. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for this long, explaining the pans. Some of these pans, like this one, you're gonna want to classify down. And what I mean by classify down is get you a little strainer like this, even a kitchen strainer, just to shake the big gravels out of there, and then you can find the bigger gold away from the smaller gold. Some of the gold pans actually don't need it, and this is one of them that I believe it don't really need it, because you just constantly shake it, and it got special traps all right here and up in here, and then they got super fine traps all the way through here. All this right here is just a design going just like this, and that's going to help us catch all that super fine gold. Make sure you got your snuffer bottle together. I got this one here. I've been filling this one up and working on this one for a second. So I'm going to continue to fill this one here up with gold and black sand, and I empty it out when we're done getting done panning, and show you guys the AU that we pull out of this here bag. This is another form of classification too. Just the same thing, it just looks different. Dollar store, you're good to go. And you can get a set of these that come with 3. I think they're about 40 bucks. So like I said, when you get into prospecting, it does turn into an investment. I got these 2 smaller ones, and I got a couple other of these smaller ones here just for the house. And then I have a couple variety of bigger ones that fit on a 5-gallon bucket for when I'm out there in the field prospecting in the rivers. Enough of that. Let's get to it. What we have is some water. This is how I advise you guys to start off. If you're interested in even looking for gold, you got to know what gold looks like, you guys. So this is an easy way to tell what the gold is going to look like when you find it in the river, or when you're out there metal detecting and stuff. Since we're at the house, gold has a tendency to float on top of the water if it's some fine stuff. It usually is very heavy. It's heavier than gold, but it will still float just like this other stuff because of the surface tension. So what we want to do to get rid of that there surface tension is, since we're at the house, we get the cheap. Use some of this here jet dry. I'm using Finish. You can use the dollar store stuff. Finish is not sponsoring this here episode, but only thing you need is about a drop. Bam. All that stuff, see how it kind of dispersed? Bam. That's how that works. It gets all them floaters on out the way. See if I zoom you guys in a little bit. There you go. Now we got our jet dry in there. We can get our bag open. Sorry for the noise. You got delivery people delivering stuff. I'm outside chilling on the porch. Okay. Got the bag open. And then at this point, this is where you could decide if you need to classify or not. I know this is going to be some small material. See how it's all about the same size. Normally, if you're just first time panning, I would say this would be enough. And you pan this out, and then you just add a little bit more, and then pan it out, add a little bit more. I'm a little bit more experienced, so I could dump the whole bag in here. Now panning, there's actually two ways you can pan. There's a method that's called dry panning, which we can go through here and pan it just like it is. Now it's good for a lot of big gold, but it's not that fine on the smaller pieces of gold. Right there at the tip of my finger, at the top of this here dirt that I'm pointing at. Guess what, guys? That little shiny thing right there. Oh yeah, that's a piece of gold. Now watch how it disappears. See, it's heavier than the sand. So you can always shake it down. Remember I was telling you all you have to do is shake it? And that gold is sit right down there into these here traps. Oh yeah, let me get it wet. Because that's the best way to pan it out, is to wet it. So now we know we got gold in there. As soon as we get it wet, we can shake all this other dirt down there and out of the way. So you want to do this back and forth action. Keep that going. The objective is to get all that dirt completely wet. Because remember I was telling you about them floaters, guys. You want to make sure that you get all your gold down to the bottom. See, now we got the dirt. Dropped it off down real easy. Got the heavies down there. And we can shake it a little bit more to get it a little bit more cleaner. Bring it down. Now it's all even out. Back and forth. That's it. This part of the game. This ain't a race. Do that about 3-4 times. Shake it back on down. Coming all the way back this way. Then let it hover. Bam. And then you repeat. Same thing. And you just want to take off about the first 1/4 of an inch to maybe an inch, depending on if you're doing Paydirt bags. You don't want to take off that much. If you're out there in the field, yeah, take off that first inch, get down to that black sands, and that's what we're looking for, is that heavy black sands when we're out there in the river. And I like this pan. It works pretty good, guys. Real nice and fast. My guy, Prospector Trip, he 3D printed this pan and sent this one out to me, you guys. Then he also sent me the other stack as well. And I got something else coming in from our friend Prospector Strip. If you guys ain't hit, he done lined up with Mining Magnet, and he got some stuff over there up in the shop. I advise you go check it out. I'll put this video up on 2 platforms, you guys. So if you guys are watching it on the YouTube, thank you. If you guys are watching it on Facebook, thank you. We do our best to bring you the shiny. Yeah, I understand this hobby ain't gonna be for everybody, but the guys and gals that are interested, I just want to make you a better panner. Give you the best opportunity to get it done, even if you're just gonna be at the house having some fun. And see, we're almost done with this here bag. Got it down to the nitty gritty. As long as you give it that shaky motion, it's gonna get caught in them grooves. Now we got it down a little bit. This is gonna be the fun part, because this is where you get to see all your gold, you guys. And there should be a little bit in here. I'll flip this pan around one-handed. Get some of this here water out of here. Now what I'm doing now is going to be called a backwash. Nah, that's not me spitting in your soda and giving it back to you like here. We're just going to be washing this lighter dirt right on down. This part ain't a race. Get a little bit of it down. Shake it down there into the corner. Bring some more of it down. Not seeing no shiny yet. Shake it on down. This is the part where we start looking for that gold, you guys. So we got this water. We're gonna pour a little bit more water out of here. You can't have too much water. At this point, we tap, 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 because we want our gold to stay up in there in them traps. See how that lighter material just rolls right on off of there? And you can even at this point shake all this stuff up and pan the rest of this stuff out. Give it a quick shake. You know, like I said, it has fine grooves on that side too, so you ain't got to worry about losing nothing. I've been panning for years, so I go through it pretty quickly. I'm going through it kind of slow today, just because I wanted to show you guys a quick demonstration on the first thing you need to know how to do before we go out there to the river and prospect for some gold. See, I got some gold showing up right here in the corner, you guys. Nice. Bring you guys around. Yeah, right there in the corner, got some gold starting to peek through. There goes some more of it. Oh yeah. Now at this point, you gotta know how to clean that gold up. So I'm giving it a quick tap, and I'm gonna get the rest of them blonde sands away from there real quick. I'm gonna turn the pen towards myself so I can make sure that I'm seeing what I'm seeing and getting what I'm getting. Now I know what's supposed to be the amount of gold that's put in this here bag, so I won't be weighing this out, but I know what's in here, so there's no reason for me to weigh it out. But I will show you guys. The gold. And sometimes the gold that goes around in these bags are fine. Sometimes the gold that goes around in these bags are chunky. Since I'm coming towards the end, I'll slow down a little bit just in case I'm missing anything, just because I know there's always less material at the end. Get a little water in here. Yeah, knock the gold on out the corner. And there goes some gold, you guys. Got a little bit of black sands in there. Like I said, this got a fine plate, so you can always see how them black sands just wash away from that gold. See how that gold sits up there? That's how you do it, you guys. Give it a nice angle, not too fast, and that black sand will wash away from that gold. Once you get that black sand away from that gold, you can dry this up, weigh it up, and see how much gold you have, and then go to the gold scrap count calculator and see how much your value of your gold is. When we weigh our gold up, we usually weigh it up and calculate it by the gram. So there you go. If this is your first time on GS Prospecting, consider hitting that like, share, and subscribe. You need your snuffer bottle too, guys, to get your gold in. Can't this fine gold, you gotta have something to snuffer it up, and you don't want to get to the river and not have nothing to put your gold in. See, that's how you put your gold in there. And usually majority of the days out, that's probably about the amount of gold that I will find collectively. It'll just be a whole lot more finer. On a better day, if you're lucky, your gold count will look something like this. Oh yeah, now that's the AU, baby. That'll be a better day out there on the river. That will be official payday. Nice. To the next episode, Go Squad out. Thank you, my friend Go Noob, for sponsoring this episode of GS Prospecting.